Welcome to Enterprise Radio, the signature show of the Enterprise Podcast Network, featuring some of the most prominent business professionals in the world today. And now your host, Eric Dye.
And once again, this is Eric Dye, and welcome to Enterprise Radio, part of EPN, the Enterprise Podcast Network. Today we're joined by Mr. Eddie Sofer, the ESG Manager at Interactive Brokers. The company just launched Impact, a mobile trading platform for socially conscious investors. Sounds pretty awesome. And Eddie, thanks for joining us here today on Enterprise Radio.
Thank you, Eric. I'm really excited to be here.
And of course, we're looking forward to hearing all the details on this Impact app. So for starters, what is the new Impact app by Interactive Brokers? Break it down for us to get things underway.
Absolutely, Eric. So as you just noted, we launched yesterday, and Impact is one of the first trading apps of its kind. It allows users to seamlessly align their investments with their values. So I personally feel it's creating a personalized trading experience like no other.
And of course, you have a very interesting title at Interactive Brokers. What is ESG and why does it matter? Talk to us about that.
Absolutely. So ESG stands for Environment, Social, and Governance. So you typically hear that term more in the financial world, but think of sustainability, right? So we hear sustainability in our industry, and I think the world is moving more towards a place where we want to work together to help the environment and help society. So that's what I do at Interactive Brokers, is bringing those elements into the overall culture and also with our clients.
And certainly appreciate your input on that. Now, why did Interactive Brokers bring this app to market? What was the reason behind that? And what's the purpose of the Impact app?
Absolutely. And Eric, I will provide more detail on the app. I know I just mentioned that at a high level what it is, but happy to provide more color here. So we're living in an age, as I just alluded to, where things are changing rapidly. In particular, because of what happened in the pandemic, the racial issues that we've seen, the sort of global interest, the new generation of investors, millennials, Gen Zs, and also socially conscious investors that are starting to be about the way in which they would like their money to be invested, about the way in which they would like to make an impact in the world. We are very much in touch with that particular segment of the market, and actually globally. We're seeing that is the future of investing. And that's why me, along with our director, came up with this concept and this idea of impact. So we are, in essence, giving an opportunity to those investors to express their values through their investments. The app itself is a fantastic way to do that. It's very easy to use, and we provide quite a number of values in there that the user can select to create a personal investing experience. So that's at a kind of more detailed level, but we're very excited for this app to have launched in the United States.
And of course, we're thankful that you came on to announce this launch of this Impact mobile trading platform app, as it just launched yesterday. Today, we're joined by Eddie Sofer, the ESG Manager at Interactive Brokers. The company, as we just mentioned, just launched Impact, a mobile trading platform for socially conscious investors, and he's joined us here today on Enterprise Radio, a part of EPN, the Enterprise Podcast Network. Now, looking at core values, what are the core values behind the app?
Certainly. So when we were designing this app, we gave it such thought, a lot of thought into it, like which values do everyone care about? Like how can we represent that in a nice, sort of comprehensive way? As you had asked me before, my title is ESG Manager. So, we thought long and hard, how do we fit that into the environment and social governance when it comes to people expressing what they care about most? So we started with that. We created a number of values that fall within each one of those buckets. So to give you an example, for under the environment, we have values such as clean air, pure water, ocean life, land health, just to mention a few. And then on the social side, we talk about consumer safety. We could talk about gender equality, racial equality, LGBTQ inclusion. And then on governance, examples like ethical, sustainable product life cycle, company transparency, mindful business models. So the values on our app are 13. There's probably a magic significance beside 13. We'll figure that out. But those are the ones that we felt would satisfy everybody's personal preferences. And just to point out, we received inspiration from the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. They call them SDGs, which a lot of businesses are now adopting into their overall culture. So inspiration came from there. And we believe that these values will be embraced by all of our users.
Yeah, thanks for getting into more detail on that, on the core values. Now, I'm sure listeners would also be curious, what are the key features or benefits of Impact, the app?
Absolutely. And Eric, I wanted to add something more. In addition to selecting the values that users care about, they're also able to flag practices that they would like to avoid, right? So those are areas such as corporate political spending and lobbying, high water usage, tobacco, alcohol, and gambling, greenhouse emissions. So once the users select their values and also flag those business practices, they'll be able to see how each one of those investments aligns towards their goals. So they'll get a personalized scorecard along with opportunities to improve their score. So I just wanted to add that. And yes, you mentioned what are the other key features and benefits of the app. There's quite a lot. I'll try not to exhaust our time here, but we're just so excited about it. So in addition to what I mentioned in terms of portfolio scoring and value alignment, we also have the opportunity for users to do a simulated trading. So it's kind of like take it for a test drive, right? You don't have to open an account right away and commit. So we let you invest with around virtual money in real-life scenarios connected to the marketplace. So you're able to go in and see all the features and trade and buy and sell securities. And that's a pretty exciting opportunity for users to start with. And after they're ready, they obviously can open their account in a very seamless way. We also have this really cool feature that's called Swap. It's also one of a kind, and it's really exciting to present it to the world because users will, in the click of one button, to sell and buy securities instantaneously. At present, with other apps, people have to do two separate transactions. So this is done in one click of a button. So if, for example, someone does not agree with one of their investments or it doesn't align, they'll be able to swap it, and we can give recommendations there with another investment that will be more closely aligned. So this feature is pretty cool. The other very exciting feature is shadow giving. So in addition to users being able to invest and buy securities, we also give them an opportunity to give back to community. I'm so excited about this because it's also a personalized donor experience where you will be able to give to charities based on the values you selected. So if you selected clean air, you'll see quite a number of charities in there that you can donate to. So that's also very exciting. The other thing that we offer is a guided investment experience. So if someone is new to sustainable investing, they don't really know how to form portfolios, or, if I care about a racial equality portfolio, but I either don't know how to or I don't have the time, we have off-the-shelf portfolios that are already there for you in which you can invest, right? And we have 13 portfolios which match the 13 values we mentioned. So that's also pretty cool. Worth noting, zero commissions on U.S. stocks trading for U.S. clients. We also offer cryptocurrency, which I know is quite popular these days with the generation of millennials and others. And we also provide an opportunity to plant a tree, or one of the incentives that we offer for opening accounts in the app, as well as other incentives like referring friends and providing impact shares or Interactive Brokers, who is the owner of the app, stock. So those are just a few of the features that I wanted to highlight, Eric.
A truckload of features, and I tell you, this is quite tremendous here, what you have in place. Really do appreciate what you do and for joining us here today on behalf of Interactive Brokers as we've been speaking about the Impact mobile trading platform app. And I'm sure our audience would like to know where they can sign up and start making an impact right away.
Absolutely. So the app is already available on the Apple Store and on the Google Play Store. Just search under Impact by Interactive Brokers and it'll pop up. And also, please visit our website where you can get information on the app. It's impact.interactivebrokers.com.
And that's easy enough, and we'll include the link within the show notes of this broadcast as well. Eddie, all the best, and thanks for joining us here today on Enterprise Radio. Much appreciated.
Thank you, Eric. I hope to talk to you soon. Thanks a lot.
Hey, that sounds good to me. We've been speaking with Eddie Sofer, the ESG manager at Interactive Brokers. The company just launched Impact, a mobile trading platform for socially conscious investors. And for all the details and to download the app, visit impact.interactivebrokers.com. And this is Eric Dye, and you've been listening to Enterprise Radio, a part of EPN, the Enterprise Podcast Network. Tune in to our live location as we are streaming live 24/7 around the world at epodcastnetwork.com/live. You can also find our live stream on iTunes Radio and TuneIn Radio, as well as the TuneIn Radio app for your listening convenience. And as always, we thank you for your support and for tuning in.
Thanks for listening to Enterprise Radio. To subscribe to more of our programming, visit epodcastnetwork.com. This is the ePodcast Network.